Yeah, of course. They still have an AT-AT and they're falling back. Wow. They have Dark Troopers. Oh, man. Well. What did I say? Like, you just can't get through.
Recruiting soldiers.
Put some more infantry down on that. We're also going to need, you know, units for this assault. I'm actually going to assault Hippori. You know, it's so weird because I'm like 30 seconds ahead of the stream. And so reading your comments on shit I've already done is like, well, yeah. Wish I could have taken that advice a little earlier. But you should add Imperial Star Destroyers to land battles. Oh, man. Oh, dude. You're so funny. There used to be a Corellian Corvette on the ground, yeah, but no more. That was broken. That was stupid. That was like the dumbest idea. I'm sorry, SMG, but I'm on your team now so I can talk shit, but Corellian Corvette on the ground was one of the dumbest ideas I've ever seen. It was like twice as small as a regular Corellian Corvette. Oh. So, you guys want to see pro strats? Pro strats. So since the sensor ranges have been increased, however, you notice that inside of asteroids and nebula fields, no matter how big your sensor range is, you can't see inside it, right? Well, so what happens if, you know, now the AI only uses what they can see as in order to attack things. So what if I hide my ass inside a nebulon, or a nebula cloud, and then wait for them? This is going to be great. Alright, so I'm in the nebula. My abilities are disabled, however, so it's not the best idea to do this. Just going to go like, stop right here. Get the fighters inside. So now you can use strategies like this. And now, you know, we're hidden amidst the nebula. I think the nebula needs some work. It looks fugly as hell. We're definitely probably going to work on almost every art asset in the game. We're also going to get new planets and star fields. It's going to be awesome. However, not for the next release. That's going to be a future release after this one. So it's going to be afterwards. Can heroes actually die? No, they always come back. Thrawn's Revenge has heroes die. I don't know if we should implement that system simply because Thrawn's Revenge handles leveling up differently. And you can see they have no earthly idea that I am over here. They're just chilling. I want to see what they do. Do you think that they'll pass me by and then I'll just attack them from the rear? Surprise butt sex. They're passing me by. Oh, see? This is why this mod's awesome. That's all I have to say. Simple additions like these make or break your experience. Because in the original game they knew, and they would just come after you inside the nebula and just attack you. Escort carrier is oh, this guy's getting some hints. He's like, This guy's like, I wonder. I wonder. Are they in there? Hello! MC-80. Oh, now they know. Now the gig's up. Retreat! Take out the engines. I do have an MC-80. I do have a capital ship. However, they do have 4 ships, and they would easily outnumber me. And they do easily outnumber me. That guy's like, nope, I'm out of here. See ya. Oh, the escort carrier is a good target. No, I almost lost view of it, too. You can see that the sensor range is also not as large inside the nebula as well. Oh, and yeah, ships don't fire inside the nebula until you tell them to. So yeah, there's that too. So those, like, they can only see my ship right now because they're escort carriers inside. But those other ships, they have no idea. They have no idea their Imperial escort carrier is getting pillaged. Is there going to be... Oh my god, I missed like half of your, like... Also had more guns. Yeah. Let's see, what else did you guys say? My god, it's like Blood Mountain. Oh, the land battle. Yeah, it was. They got pretty wrecked. There goes the Imperial escort carrier. So now we're gonna wait. They still have no idea where I'm at anymore. They just saw my ships. There's an XJ wing. Yeah, we're not going into that sort of era. We might add stealth XJ wings for Jedi. You know how you can buy Jedi? We can add them in as, like, that's their space transport, and they'll get a XJ wing. But besides that, yeah, it's kind of just another X-wing. I really, like I said before, I don't want to just add, like, a bunch of shit just to add them. However, the Royal Imperial TIE Interceptors are a pretty cool idea. I like that. Because, I mean, you already get Royal Guards, so you might as well also be able to get some Imperial Interceptors. Some Royal Guard ones. But the TIE Hunter is a good idea. I like that idea a lot. I also like the Imperial Commando thing. I don't want to copy and paste. Like, I don't want to create a copy of Rebel Infiltrators. But I definitely want to create something interesting in terms of that aspect. See, we're slowly taking out their ships. When did I join the modding team? Well, okay. So I officially joined the modding team about a month ago. But before that, there was a project. I was actually, like, because I contacted SMG before, and this was like half a year ago. I contacted them and I'm like, hey, you guys aren't active. You know, are you continuing to work on this series or this mod? You know, if not, you know, here's a sample of my work. You know, I'd like to take over because, you know, I really love your mod and, like, I hate to see it go. And so, you know, Steiner gave me permission 6 months ago to continue it on my own. And then eventually, once he actually saw the work I was doing and all the ideas and stuff, he's like, dude, I'm going to come back and we're going to do it together and we're going to make it even better than you know. Because I was just initially planning to just do some bug fixes and, you know, and translate it. And that's all I wanted to do because, you know, it wasn't my mod in the first place. But, you know, after he saw, like, the stuff I was changing and he saw all the bug fixes I was doing and, like, and, you know, we were talking and, you know, he's like, oh yeah, like, what else did you have in mind? And, you know, I told him some of my ideas, like, you know, just some new units and, like, some of the cool stuff that I wanted to add in. And, you know, I said, like, listen, I don't want to, you know, I don't want to add this stuff because it's not my, you know, it's not my, I don't want to take credit for your stuff. Like, of course I will credit, like, with my patch, I said, like, I was going to credit them fully and, like, you know, only credit myself for the patch stuff. But then, you know, once we both kind of realized that, we kind of just both realized we wanted to actually continue it and just be like, you know what, we're just gonna, he's like, he added me onto the team and he's like, dude, you're doing, like, awesome work. And I was like, awesome, thank you. And from there, you know, we started talking a lot about ideas. We found out that we have, like, a lot of, you know, common ideas, shared ideas for, like, things we were gonna do, and so a lot of the original team is not going to be working with us anymore, and that's part of the reason why he didn't want to work on it, because there was, like, he didn't have anyone else to work on it with. He was always willing to continue it. It's just that he had his other team members basically just were doing other things, and they just weren't they didn't want to, continue working on it. And so without a team, he decided that, he didn't really want to work on it alone. So when I stepped up to the plate, he was like, of course, yeah, totally, because now I finally have someone that, understands the code, and I can easily work on it and stuff like that. So that's kind of how I got into it. Really, it's just crazy. I never thought a year ago, in fact 2 years ago, I never thought I'd be doing this stuff. I never thought I'd be making, Let's Plays and have a YouTube and streaming, and now I'm making the mod, and it's crazy. I still don't know, I don't know. I'm going on a rant here, but finally this battle's over. But yeah, it's crazy. I'm very happy to be on the team, and I'm very happy to just make other people happy. It brings me a lot of joy to have a bunch of people just hanging out here, and people are gonna play the mod eventually. When it releases and all that good stuff. So yeah, that's that. Update the Boba Fett model. Oh gosh, here we go. Here comes something crazy. Oh man. No, I'm not going to add any Republic stuff. I don't want to. Neither does Steiner. We suggested, we were like, one of the suggestions I really wanted was to add more droid units for the Black Sun, because I'm like, hey, Black Sun could use some ground units. And I'm like, dude, why don't we use more droid units? I mean, like, Thrawn's Revenge has, they use a bunch of droid units, and for the Imperial Remnant and for the Pentastar and all those guys, and I'm just like, why don't we do that? And he's just like, well, I mean, we could come up with other new stuff, and we have some cool new stuff, like our original units that haven't been anywhere else. So we're gonna have some original pirate units that you won't find anywhere else in any other mod. So instead of resorting to the Clone Wars stuff, I actually one of the vehicles I really wanted to add was the Hellfire droid, the one with the big wheel one with the missiles. I wanted to add that in because I'm like, dude, that seems like something that the Black Sun would use, since they're already using droids and droidicas and stuff like that, and AATs and stuff like that. But he's just like, eh. And I kind of agree. The more Clone Wars crap I put in here, the more it starts to just become like a mess. You add one Clone Wars unit, and then all of a sudden it's just like, well, why don't you add the other 5 Clone Wars units that were in the game? And it's like, yeah, I just don't want that to happen to this mod. I don't want this mod to become like, here, play every unit ever created in Star Wars. The theme of this mod is really during the movies, during the original trilogy, and then a little bit afterwards. That's the theme of the mod. If we start adding crazy shit Old Republic ships and I don't know, Clone Wars units, it's just kind of, yeah. I mean, we could. I'm not saying we can. I'm not saying we won't. I mean, we already added the Acclamator in, so it's not like we're totally not going to add anything Clone Wars-y. But there's the LATs in the game already. There's a lot of Clone Wars stuff in the game. So, and these guys were coming at me and they're like, yeah, nope. This is actually the reinforcements you get from the Black Sun space station. You get Munificent, you get the Recusant. So you see, there's Clone Wars stuff. It's in here, but not that much. It's in there. So this is the level 5 space station, and it has the gun on it. And yeah, not as much fighters, but that's because they get all this as well. So it kind of, they only get fighters in the beginning because that's just what they do. Eventually they get good ships. Now they get a nice quantity of Star Vipers, Skip Rays, a little bit of leftover, R41s. Oh, this is cool. So the Fighter Mercenary, it hasn't been changed because that was the original. Fighter Mercenary you might see in U1 later on. Basically, all the old fighter mercenaries are still how they used to be, but we've changed how the fighter mercenaries work. It's kind of cool. You'll see them sooner or later. Yeah, I got Steiner involved. Yeah, he said that Steiner said that he wouldn't have done it if I wasn't willing to do it. So kind of a team effort. It really is a team effort now. It's not like, oh, like, can I join your mod team or whatever. It was a little bit more organic than that. Holy crap, this space battle is going to be intense. Look at all the X-Wings I have. I also have Rogue Squadron. I also have MC-80s. Alright, go. We need to take out the gun on top of the space station. Down here we have another MC-80. And we have Liberators and other heroes. This is just all over the place. I think one of the coolest battles, in case you came late to the stream, right at the start of the stream there was a huge space battle. And I mean a huge space battle. The people who were there can attest to that. Like Empire versus Rebellion. I'm pretty sure I took out most of their fleet in that space battle. It was ridiculous. So in case you did miss it, don't worry, because it's all after the stream is done. There'll be videos are saved. So don't worry if you missed it, because you'll get to watch again. And you see that another one spawns in after I killed the original one. So another ship of that kind. So let's blow it all up. I have so many ships I can't even bring them all into the battle at once. And I definitely outspam them in fighters this time around. So there is that to it. You can see this massive starfighter battle going on here. A bunch of pirate forces. I really wanted to replace the space station. I really do. Like, the thing is, though, I'd have to come up with a new, space gun. And that would be just a pain. It would probably just be a copy of like a hyper velocity gun or an ion cannon. I don't really like copying things. I would rather things be original. So I really like the idea that the gun is on top of the space station and you don't actually have to buy it. So I don't really. Maybe we might change the space station up a bit. I really would want to, because it's just kind of weird that we're using everything so new, and then we're still using the Forces of Corruption space station. The other thing that we're going to change is this. That's not going to show up anymore, these space stations. They're going to actually show up with what they're supposed to be. Oh, no! You got to be kidding me. They blockaded me as I was sending my... Wow, that sucks, man. That blows. Like, why would you do this? Also, it says sabotage corvettes here. That used to be in the mod. It's not going to be anymore. Basically what a sabotage corvette was. It's still in the code. I might bring it back. Maybe. We'll see. Basically what a sabotage corvette was it was a Corellian freighter that was really fast. It was kind of like the ship Mindo uses, if you know which ship that is. Now I gotta send a fleet back, man. So it was kind of like that ship, except its only special ability was detonate. And all you did was fly into the enemy and detonate your ship and blow up the fleet. And it used to be in the code. I reactivated it for a while, and I played it for a little bit with this ship. And then the AI started using it against me, and I'm like, no, this is fucking stupid. Like, this is... Like, they're literally just massing exploding ships and sending them at you, and you can't kill them fast enough, and then they like fly into your shit and blow up. And it's just... I was like, no, I'm not... This is not fun game design. This is absolute bullshit. If there's a way to make it fun, I would totally add it, but no. Sabotage corvettes were terrible. Terrible ideas. And I'm never adding that again. Oh my goodness. The Proto-Droidica. The Rising of the Empire Galactic Conquest with more Clone Wars starting units. Yeah. Basically, this mod does start before Episode 4. In fact, it's supposed to start before the, like, right as the rebellion is formed, or a little bit afterwards. Oh, there's a new pirate mercenary. Pirate fighter mercenary. So look what happens. The pirate fighter mercenary, basically what happens is that it's a bunch of different ships in one squadron, to kind of signify that the pirate mercenaries, they all kind of just bring their own ship and they all use it. And hello, new ship. How are you? Corellian heavy corvette with capital ship missiles. And yeah, don't engage a big ass ship like this with a small one like that. It's just not gonna work. So a very short sneak preview of some interesting stuff. Is that gun that rapid fires? I don't know which gun you're talking about, by the way. So, are you talking about the cannon on top of the space station? Because it doesn't really shoot that fast. Such a cheap move by the AI. Yeah, a kamikaze ship. That's exactly what that was. A kamikaze ship is exactly what that was, and it was horrendous. Never again. I'm sorry, but it was just... I still laugh at, like, I wish I recorded some of it. I really wish I did. It was some of the most dumbest shit. Like, the game turned into just... The game turned into poop, is what the game turned into. Like, if you saw the bullshit that was happening with those sabotage corvettes, you would have been like, worst mod in the whole game. I don't want to play this anymore. And like, I think some of the ground units have the sabotage thing to it. Like, I know some of the tanks have the detonate ability, but I mean, it's like ground units. Like, it's kind of okay, but when you can like blow up like capital ships with like, oh my goodness, it was just. Oh no, they took Mustafar. Oh no. German speak. Ja. Someday. I give you mein Watz. Watz is obviously word. I've learned so much German just from trying to translate this stuff. You guys, oh my goodness. You guys don't know. Steiner was laughing. He was having a good time. He's like you could obviously tell that he didn't expect someone who doesn't speak German to like be like, "Hey, I translated your entire game for you. I don't speak German." Oh my god, it was so great. Oh. All right, so this battle is going to be a bitch. I really don't. I have a shitload of tanks, but I don't have any heroes. I don't like that these units are moving by themselves. Yeah, well, the Executor's weakness is actually its shields. Well, good to know. I don't know, the Executor, I'm not planning to add more than one Executor. I don't think Steiner is either. It's supposed to be a unique unit. I know there were more created, and I know that Lucianka was, or Lusanko, the Rebel acquired Executor. I think the Mandador is good enough for now. I think Mandador. See, that's a Clone Wars unit too, isn't it? Oh, it looks like the turret that I placed there isn't there anymore. Yeah, but I think the Mandador is enough in terms of big ships for the Rebellion. Rebellion's not supposed to have like big ships, really. And I know that they captured an Executor. However, imagine that. Like, picture yourself. The Rebellion's already OP. They get so many fighters. Now imagine a Super Star Destroyer that they could command, and then out of the Star Destroyer comes 25 X-Wings. What? Like, how is any other faction supposed to combat that? Like, that's the only thing I'm thinking of when I think of that right now, and that's the only reason I'm hesitant. Simply because of that. So, yeah, I think one Executor is enough. Plus, there is also a bunch of other stuff, a bunch of other big ships in this mod. I don't want to go crazy. I don't want to put in the Palian class and like the whatever else. And nobody really wants to. We feel that like we already have the Praetor, already another Clone Wars ship. We already have the Praetor and the Allegiance, and basically that's already like quite a lot of big ships, and they already fill 2 roles that we need to fill: Big Ship 1 without fighters, Big Ship 2 with fighters. And then there's also the Vengeance, which big ship that spawns corvettes. So there's 3 big ships in them for the Empire already, and the Rebellion doesn't really need it. But yeah, I really like your suggestions though. I mean, it makes me think. I mean, like Royal TIE Interceptors, I've seen them in a mod before. I don't remember which mod it was. A different mod definitely had Royal TIE Interceptors though. But I like that idea. TIE Hunters as well. We'll see. The thing is, there's already 2 shielded Empire Starfighters, 3 shielded Empire Starfighters. There's the Gunboat, there's the TIE Avenger, and then there's the TIE Defender. And they're all shielded, and they all have hyperdrives. So, I don't know where a TIE Hunter would fit. I mean, it will have X-foils, so it will be one of the fastest Empire ships. Oh, there's that turbo laser. Oh, I already have a bombing run. Move forward, infantry. The turbo laser can't kill you all. Oh, man. Oh, Canderous. Oh, they led me into a trap. Alright, vehicles, move up. We're totally screwed now. We're oh, man. Jeez. And there's Prince Zizzer over there firing his, like, shotgun thing. Wow. Jeez, man. Oh, and they stunned my vehicle over here with the Mandalorian mercenaries. And they... Oh, they paid off one of my ships. Y-Wing bombers inbound. We need some more infantry. Some more tanks. Yes, 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 yes. Bombers are coming in. Bombers are coming in. I want them to all die. Wow, we got some droids with that. Not that impressive. But we did take out the turbo laser tower. AAC tanks are really awesome. This was a Battlefront unit, and these things are just cool. I just love using them. They don't have shields, but they're awesome. The missiles make them awesome. Oh, there's my captured speeder. There's also going to be a couple new Rebellion land units. What that will be, I won't say yet, but they're going to be in there. There's also going to be new Empire land units as well. And well, Black Sun obviously is going to just have a complete overhaul.
Bombardment available.
My American accent is hilarious. What are you talking about? American accent. Do I have an accent? I know I do. People have said that. But hey, at least I can translate the game into English. That's all that matters, right? Oh, here we go. Yeah. Please, don't kill my AAC. I love that. I love that ship. So don't kill it, please. Fire the torpedoes. Of course they kill it. See, the AI actually targets the the stuff that is the weakest. They're not stupid. They know what's up. They just needed a little bit of a push in the right direction. They always had a very smart AI in this. I mean, there's still some things that you know, they should form a little bit more battle groups. That would make them almost impossible to play. They just paid off another. Oh, the funniest thing was, along with sabotage corvettes, here's another amazing idea I came up with that was complete trash when I actually tried it. Tiberzon, I added him an ability that you could bribe spaceships. So the same thing on land, but in space. After one of my Mon Calamari MC-80s got bribed and used against me and blew up my entire fleet, I instantly realized that that was completely fucking broken, and that I spent 20,000 on a ship, and to get it instantly taken away from me without any retaliation whatsoever was broken as shit. So there is yeah. There's some things you just don't want to try. That they just won't work. Are we going to stop the AI cheating? I don't know. I don't know if we are. There's no plans for AI work. Besides the stuff I've already done. But we, you know, we never know. I myself, I have not messed with the AI that much. I've messed with it only a very small amount, and messing with AI is you know, it's another type of coding. You know, it also requires you to kind of understand the game a little bit more. Oh my goodness. This is unbelievable. Look at this AI now. You just can't do it. You just can't do it anymore. Man, I need to be able to do something. I need to draw them out. Make them think they're winning. We're going to probably lose some troops, but I need to get them away from that shield generator. And then as soon as they're outside... Oh, why? How did you get back inside the shield generator? You have got to be kidding me. Did you see, like, the orbital bombardment that I dished out on them? Tank? They're asking too much. Are they trying to steal something else again? Those rat bastards. Fire! Boom! Take out the turret! We almost have this in the bag. Prince Scissor, you little shit! Thank you. Oh, I know that still says kill Tiberzon down there. I know. Don't worry about that. Oh my goodness, are you kidding me with these? Ay, ay, ay. Good thing the torpedo turret doesn't fire on infantry. Come on, let's kill the shield generator. There's still one more thing I need to do about land AI, and that's they always go to like a landing zone and they just wait there. I need to remove that because half of their forces are probably sitting there right now, not doing anything. This could have easily been an unwinnable battle for me. Unless they don't have anything there. We also do want to make the land vehicles rotate towards the enemy, but they can't do that simply because of the turrets on top of them, so that's something we can't do. Yay! Blowing stuff up. We barely survived this battle.
Ready to roll. Roger that. Fire! Ready. Entering battle. Ready for battle. Proceeding
Lost
with
a
caution.
build pad.
Open fire!
Construction complete.
Weapons loaded.
Hey, Black Sun guys, you're dead.
Underway.
Let's create some repair stations, because if I lose these tanks, that would suck.
A build pad.
Form up.
I don't really care about the rebel infantry. They're kind of easier to produce.
Target.
So yeah.
Construction
East Coastish? I sound East Coastish.
Give me
I'm not from the East Coast. But good guess. Close. Keep trying.
almost there. Spearheading assault. Ready to assist. Commence assault. Alliance.
The Grenadier guys are pretty awesome. Usually, I don't see many people using the Grenadier guys, and I wonder why, because they're really good. And so are the AACs. They die pretty fast, but look at the firepower they dish out. Like, and they just look awesome. They look awesome.
A build pad. We lost a build pad.
I also wanted to create it so that the Black Sun doesn't need the power generators. They're just going to have this. That causes problems, though. Because you can take out this, and then I don't know. It's just weird. It won't work for some reason. So we'll see. I'll try and make it work. I kind of would like this to be the center of organizations, and stuff like that.